Before we make a decision, let's gather more information. Before we make a decision, let's gather more information. After 3 seconds it doesn't matter. After 3 seconds it doesn't matter. I would measure. I would measure. This dress is cheap. This dress is cheap. Couldn't he wait for the dawn? Couldn't he wait for the dawn? Okay, then I don't do anything. Okay, then I don't do anything. Does it help at noon? Does it help at noon? Encourage. Encourage. How often do they go to concerts? How often do they go to concerts? We weren't close for 5 weekends before. We weren't close for 5 weekends before. Will he become an artist in 3 months? Will he become an artist in 3 months? All necessary resources should be allocated. All necessary resources should be allocated. I love art, especially painting. I love art, especially painting. Is your nephew a barber? Is your nephew a barber? We visited the museum on Sunday. We visited the museum on Sunday. The book is about the history of the city. The book is about the history of the city. The cat is sleeping on the sofa. The cat is sleeping on the sofa. He didn't buy new shoes, did he? He didn't buy new shoes, did he? The concert was very loud and exciting. The concert was very loud and exciting. The Nile River is the longest river in the world. The Nile River is the longest river in the world. I'll go forward in 2 weeks. I'll go forward in 2 weeks. I'm in the front room of the house. I'm in the front room of the house. John, can you ask Mary? John, can you ask Mary? He will start his training in September. He will start his training in September. He did not assume occasionally. He did not assume occasionally. Don't you suspect? Don't you suspect? My sister doesn't play the guitar. My sister doesn't play the guitar. I shouldn't measure. I shouldn't measure. They must become archaeologists immediately. They must become archaeologists immediately. I wish I could turn back time and change my mind. I wish I could turn back time and change my mind. My grandmother is an electrician. My grandmother is an electrician. Could you please button up my dress? I can't reach the top. Could you please button up my dress? I can't reach the top. Can they answer? Can they answer? They have been renovating their house for a while. They have been renovating their house for a while. I will be available after 13. I will be available after 13. He had studied Spanish for years before going to Spain. He had studied Spanish for years before going to Spain. Won't confirm after 3 evenings? Won't confirm after 3 evenings? Will they care now? Will they care now? They were expelled. They were expelled. She couldn't cry every month. She couldn't cry every month. We have been waiting for the bus for half an hour. We have been waiting for the bus for half an hour. I have to fix it often. I have to fix it often. The dog barked loudly at the postman. The dog barked loudly at the postman. I'm so excited to decorate the house for Christmas. I can't wait to get started. I'm so excited to decorate the house for Christmas. I can't wait to get started. Where are you from today? Where are you from today? I will buy a new car. I will buy a new car. Overlap. Overlap. Can you become a marketer the day before? Can you become a marketer the day before? We will work until we finish the job. We will work until we finish the job. I will be waiting for you at the bus stop. I will be waiting for you at the bus stop. One providing evidence is the only way to persuade others. One providing evidence is the only way to persuade others. He was watching a movie when he fell asleep. He was watching a movie when he fell asleep. Their grandfather is a night watchman. Their grandfather is a night watchman. Her aunt is a hairdresser. Her aunt is a hairdresser. I enjoy listening to music. I enjoy listening to music. The black and white dog belongs to my neighbor. The black and white dog belongs to my neighbor. Could you please keep the area around the plaster clean and dry? Could you please keep the area around the plaster clean and dry? He should have cooked for us tonight. He should have cooked for us tonight. I would increase it often. I would increase it often. Regularly. Regularly. Not invited in 3 weeks? Not invited in 3 weeks? Is his friend a notary? Is his friend a notary? I don't want to lose a lot of my stuff for magazines. I don't want to lose a lot of my stuff for magazines. They should develop normally. They should develop normally. Do they need to be sure after a week? Do they need to be sure after a week? I only have $8 in my wallet. I only have $8 in my wallet. Shouldn't she be the receptionist right away? Shouldn't she be the receptionist right away? He had already sent the email when he realized his mistake. He had already sent the email when he realized his mistake. All necessary precautions should be taken to ensure safety. All necessary precautions should be taken to ensure safety. We accept all major credit cards. We accept all major credit cards. Can he choose from time to time? Can he choose from time to time? I do not specify. I do not specify. I have a big house. I have a big house. I told. This book is the most interesting book I've ever read. This book is the most interesting book I've ever read. He talked to his manager. He talked to his manager. As the holiday approaches, the atmosphere becomes even more festive. As the holiday approaches, the atmosphere becomes even more festive. Didn't I add it before? Didn't I add it before? We immediately became pipe layers. We immediately became pipe layers. I don't want a big house. I don't want a big house. Don't you suspect? Don't you suspect? You should not envy others. You should not envy others. Can't you hint at twilight? Can't you hint at twilight? What kind of music do you listen? What kind of music do you listen? Didn't we play? Didn't we play? Disappeared? Disappeared? Can I have a pillow? Can I have a pillow? The problem was caused by a misunderstanding. The problem was caused by a misunderstanding. Not invited in 3 weeks? Not invited in 3 weeks? You shouldn't go against your mother. You shouldn't go against your mother. Are you ready to start the game? Are you ready to start the game? Shouldn't be dealing with it. Shouldn't be dealing with it. The concert was liked by everyone. The concert was liked by everyone. His stepfather is a translator. His stepfather is a translator. Will he judge? Will he judge? He dreamed of owning a boat for years and finally bought one. He dreamed of owning a boat for years and finally bought one. You wouldn't normally draw. You wouldn't normally draw. We may not be vice presidents often. We may not be vice presidents often. It's beyond my jurisdiction. It's beyond my jurisdiction. I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks. I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks.